Alright, I am back. Sorry for that. But yeah, basically, as Astrid and Yuno start to notice that the girls have more white hair now. Like, most of their hair, like a good 3/4 of their hair are now both white. It's now fully white. I'm like, you two okay? Astrid, asks. No, we have a slight condition. Well, which is why we decided to not really do anything for our squads. It's because the more magic we use, the more weak and frail our bodies get. Since we're both from the same, people, they're both from the same place, Basically, people there, if they use too much magic, they start. And actually, it's a slow process, but the more magic you use, the faster the process happens. They explain. Really? Is there nothing we can do about it? Sorry, no, but it looks like it's finally starting to catch up with us. We'll probably be dead in a few months. Wait, what? No. Astrid, you two can't die. Now, during this year, bonding has occurred. Even Astrid got smarter. Surprisingly more smarter. With them basically living around two girls for a year, they both now know subtle ways of women. So, yeah. Besides, Astrid's not stupidly dense in this one. And, Yuno's not. And Yuno's less cold-hearted. Like cold, but, You two can't die. Now, let's get back into this. You two can't die, Yuno says. Sorry, but seems like our time's up. So let's spend these few months together, okay? Sure. They say, now we skip a few months. Now we skip a few months, and this is when we see Oma and Serene basically old sleeping bags with Astrid and beside them. Astrid and Oma and, beside Shalene. That's basically, they're kind of just shedding tears over the fact that they're dying, unfortunately. The girls both saying that it was great being around them. One last little squishy kiss on their squishy ass foreheads. And, two girls then pass away afterwards. With Astrid and who are just basically bawling their eyes out. But then they remember something a week ago from now. That the girls asked them to use Predator on their bodies. That way so they could both finally turn back into humans once they died. After an hour of crying, they finally composed with the girls a wish, which they said it would be their final wish, as they used Predator on the two girls, absorbing their bodies. With them, and basically before this time, the girls kind of bought clothes for them since they knew that was inevitable, that they would die, so they got clothes in size. Hopefully they could just absorb into slime and manipulate them, making them fit, And so after crying their eyes out, they use Predator. And this is when Libe sees, since he was asleep during this whole time, as he sees a blue and white-haired, feminine-looking man who still has muscles, same height, long blue, slightly blonde-haired, feminine man. As they turn around, Libe easily tells that it's Asta and guys, what happened? We ate them, Oh, God. So they passed away. After Libe sits there for a couple of seconds and says, "Are you telling me to put on some fucking clothes or what?" With them finally noticing that they're naked. Oh, shit. Which broke them out their sadness. As they basically go to the second parts of the forest and change, since basically they haven't worn clothes in the entire year. Actually, you know what? I'm changing them to 9, so yeah, they're around. No, I'm keeping them 10 and changing it to 11. Yeah, they're 11 at this time. So for a year on end, they haven't really wore clothes. So yeah, after this, they come out and you know what the fuck is it? Nope. What the fuck? Nope. Those are for future videos. I don't know what that one is. I truly don't, but I don't know what those are, but I'm just gonna go on my way and delete them later. I don't know. But yeah, besides that, Aster, basically Aster's, wearing a more jacket version of what Rimuru was wearing in Season 2, while Yuno's wearing what Rimuru wore after he absorbed Shizu. So yeah. After that, Great Sage says, So after that, after sibling silence for a couple of minutes, actually kind of testing out their human bodies, Great Sage said, "It's finally time." What do you mean, Great Sage? Aster says, looking up. You can finally open it. You've asked about Rimuru Tempest, am I correct? Yeah. Aster then says, "Well then, it's time to meet him. Unique skill, unlock, World Gate. You two can, do you mind explaining how World Gate works? You two can create portals to this world and the world that you were originally supposed to go to." Oh, well, since they really don't have anything but clothes and slight things that the girls bought for them, they just picked that up with Aster grabbing Libe before opening a portal with his long ass hair. Since they both have slightly the same hair length as Rimuru after he absorbed Shizu, they just hopped through the portal. Now, this is after Season 2, so, this is when they enter into a forest. Oh. Aster, says, looking out with their golden eyes. Since both of their eyes are gold. Yep. Whatever the hell, gold. Unless that's yellow. Tell me if that's yellow or gold, or am I tripping and it's yellow? Yeah, until then, it's gold. I'm gonna call it gold. Please be gold, or else I'm... Alright, besides that, as we see them... Whoa, this Rimuru guy must be pretty awesome. If this is his village, town. Since basically while they're walking, they see... You know where Veldora and Rimuru are walking in the anime at the end? In sequence, walking to the town. That's the same parallel image right here. Also, Aster and Yuno are the same height now. Since Aster also kind of wished to be taller. So yeah, they're the same height. Same height. With them walking down, eventually they get to the entrance. Until eventually they get to the entrance while they're just walking around with and them just looking around with some gondolas looking at them and saying, "Wow, those two look like great Rimuru-sama." As basically, this is when someone on the rooftop looks at him. Diablo. This is Diablo. You know, our friendly demon friend. As he immediately goes to contact Rimuru after this. Where we teleport. Oh, hey Diablo. Rimuru. It seems like two other worlders are here now. Wait, what? And from the looks of it, they're slimes like you. Actually, no. And from the looks of it, it seems like they've been reincarnated too. Wait, really? Well, bring them here. You know, Rimuru says while he's in his slime form, being, kind of, while he's in his big slime form, since Shino and Suna kind of fighting over him, trying to hug him until, he went big blue ball mode. So yeah. Now we see Asta and just walking around. And this is when something black appears in front of them, with them both immediately getting ready to attack. With them casting fire. Whoa! I'm not here to attack, even though you two couldn't beat me anyway. With Asta, sensing something with Great Sage saying that he's right. Fighting him would be pointless. Fine. That's dropping the fire and the fireball and I'm dropping the fireball in the wind magic. You two have been reincarnated too, right? Well, we were about to be until we wished to be in our own world. And then we got teleported somewhere in the woods in our world. We only now just got a body, so we could actually use a unique skill that we have to teleport here. Well then, follow me, Diablo says. Basically takes him to Rimuru's house. Wow, is this where this Rimuru guy lives? Asta says, Asta's still slightly blunt, so he'll speak what he thinks. Diablo being a little irritated, but not doing anything. As this is when they meet, we see that he's being squished by Suno and Suna. Are we interrupting something? Asta asks. You two stop, please, so I can. Ooh, you're like us. Rimuru says, what do you mean? As they both then immediately start to melt into their own slime. Until they land as their own blob of slime. Suno being like, with them immediately being picked up by Suno. What's happening? And after that, them getting cuddled, with Yuno being other so big, you know what? What after being smothered in Suna's chest, you know what I mean. As he's put down, them slightly being red. So you two are, Diablo, Suna, could you guys please leave? That way so we could talk. Sure, great Rimuru. Bye. The girl said with Diablo bowing, dipping, and going off the gods nowhere. God, heart burns, hurting like hell. But yeah, unbeknownst to them, Veladora was kind of just chilling behind the door. So, from what I can understand, as they basically explain the Rimuru, like what happened to them and even how they got their human bodies. Since, with them also asking the question, did he need another human too to get his body? Yuno being the one to ask. Rimuru actually saying yes. Well then, so yeah, with Libe also being here too, still in his grimoire. But in Asta's stomach, but besides that, This is when Delora says, "Ah, so you're like Reamer. You two are like Reamer. Ah, ah." Both Aster, scream out in surprise. Veladora, what were you doing here? I may have been listening behind the door. With Veladora then getting this karate chop in the head, saying, "That's rude, eavesdropping." Well, alright, since you two don't have last name, along with your brother in the book, how about we give you a last name? Wait, what? You see, in this world, when a monster gave the last name a name, they become incredibly a lot stronger, Rimuru says. Really? Okay, well, my name is As you know, my name is Aster. This is and my brother's name is Libe. Okay, as Rimuru and Veladora both name the three boys, which actually Libe gets let out, Libe gets dragged out in the book. How am I out here? Libe asks. We don't know. Alright, are you three ready? Yeah. So this is when the three are, you are Tempest. Now, what, basically, Aster, you're Aster Tempest, and Libe, you're Libe Tempest. Then they're all surrounded in a bright golden glow of energy, them feeling incredibly stronger. And with this is when some skills are unlocked. Like all of the skills that, besides the insanely broken one, so Zuko, both Rimuru, getting gluttony. Unique skill unlocked gluttony. String steel, black flames, black lightning. Like just a bunch of stuff. Black flames, black lightning, mimic. Just a whole bunch of stuff. Shadow sneak. Like, they just get so much stuff, and they even, Aster even get all of the animals that Rimuru absorbed, so now they can do that stuff too. So yeah, they're pretty broken. At the rightful age of 11, I mind you. Oh, cool. As Aster likes black flame. And this is when Aster, and Libe all hear something from Grace Sage. Anti-magic skills unlocked. Anti-magic can be combined with these skills now. Really? Awesome. For Aster, it says, new skill unlocked. Anti-magic black mode. Black anti-magic mode. 1. What? Libe? Since Aster looked at Libe for an answer, and Libe just said, I don't know, bro. Alright, well, we've kind of been missing from the orphanage for a while, and I want to go back. Well, then before then, you two might want to train your power so you don't accidentally kill one of them. Any of them. Okay, so... Ooh, I got it. Me and could stay here for another year and then go back. And can we visit again after we leave? Sure then. Well, I gotta get you two set up now, Rimuru says. Basically after this is when Astrid, Libe, and are all brought to the center of the town. Rimuru explaining who they are now. The town basically and this is when Astrid, she all the wealthy goblin women, and the women here in general, with some of the what's like, wow, considering that they're like 11, and besides Sister Lily, this is the first time they've seen women like this, and Oma and Serene, Serene. So yeah, this is entirely new to them. Now they basically have a whole feast, to celebrate. To celebrate this. And this is when As this is when this is when they are gifted some things, like, basically since they're going to be staying here for a year, this is when they're gifted some things. A magic steel sword, 2 tempest wolves, a star, 2 tempest wolves. And naturally, that's all they get right now. But yeah, so 2 tempest wolves. That's what they got. With them being able to name them. Hold up. Tayo, and as Aster names his, basically names his wolf Tayo, name the son, as the son, while hold up, Tasku, shit. Am I translating that right? Hold up. Huh? I don't... Huh? Tuski, yeah. Tuski the moon. Now, annoying them, they would create 2 new Tayo and Tuski. And they would create 2 new these 2 would evolve overnight with Aster, feeling slightly tired from it. I feel a little tired now from naming. Well, also it takes up magic kills. Oh, so naming takes up magic kills. That's great. As it says. It's basically they're staying with some goblin people right now. So, but also before this is when some kids come up and saying, "Ooh, hi, Mr. Aster," With Aster, can't help but be saying awe at the cuteness of these kids, these goblin children. But yeah, they're kind of staying with Rimuru for a while. Until they have their own house built, Now we skip 6 months ahead. So, half of the year they promised to spend here. And actually, they've been getting pretty strong. They still haven't met all the requirements to become the Demon Lord and Angelic Elf Lordette, but, they're getting there. With their hair growing out more. Now this is when we see their fit, with Aster having his own slight blue and black version of Rimuru's old clothes in season 1. Wait, just having a whole black version of that. The whole black. Main color scheme black with slight hints of blue in it. So basically, they're reversed of each other. Since Aster has mainly blue with black as a secondary color, while for, it's black as the main color and blue as the secondary. They have not joined the Octogam yet. Also, I'm not about to go into... Just know that some manga stuff happened, but I'm not going into that shit. I'm sorry. Let's just say during that time, since I haven't read the manga really yet, let's just say that this is a whole thing of peace. Like, so in this, that all the stuff in the manga is pushed after they leave. So, yeah. Yeah, so everything's pushed after Aster and leave. Ow, it just cracked my neck in 6 different places. But yeah, after that, basically, Aster being murdered by Suna again. what the fuck? Oh. I'm getting confused about the shit I have on my phone. But yeah, you know what? Let's play this. Let's go. You sure this should load? But yeah, after that, I'm asked for, like, actually, they've been training with the old man, and afterwards, it's absolute hell. Oh. This is after a faithful ass whooping. Like, ass is being held by Suna. Oh, that was a badass way to jump. Hup. Fuck this glass. Yeah. About after that. Disrespectful to all the glass in this bitch. Fucking finally. Really? Charger play animation ball on that. But yeah, after this, so yeah, also they have black fingerless gloves too. Instead of being smothered, basically they're on the ground after getting their asses kicked by the hammer. Oh, that hurt. All three say. You've all become quite impressive with the sword. Thanks. Now, during this time, Tatsu and... shit. And Tayo also, Eclipse... And Nishako is what Libe named his. Basically, needs to start the brand new generation of the Tayo, Tempest Wolves, the Tsusa. Shit. I'm just gonna keep this bookmark. Because the Tayo and Nuka. The Tayo are Moon. The Tayo are Sun Tempest Wolves. And then the Taisu Storm. Taisu Moon and Tempest Wolves and Nushako, the Eclipse Tempest Wolves. Yeah. That's basically Nushako comes up to Libe. Fuck. But yeah. But after that little fun thing, now we skip just a few days before they leave, and during this time, they've gotten extremely closer to finally evolving, but not close enough. And also, a month ago before this, they had Basically, Rimuru got masks for them like the one Shizu has for them. Basically, Aster having his own. You know, it looks exactly the same as Rimuru's, except that the color is red. It's more like it's red and black. No, like Oma. Wow. Basically, for Yuno's mask, it's yellow and green. So yeah. But after that, we skip the day before, the day when they're set to leave. Since they're basically going to leave after a big feast they have. You know, since Aster and Yuno helped out quite a lot in protecting the village, you know, kicking ass, left, right, dead, center. And also they become pretty great friends with everyone. And so, yeah. With them becoming very close with Veladora and Milami, who eventually showed up and met them. If you want, I could do a flashback episode on that. I mean, it'll probably be 20 minutes long to 10. Probably be either 10 or 20 minutes, but yeah. And also they met the other demon lords. Now, for this, they actually became part of the Octagram. So yeah, the Prince of Wind and what they go by are the Prince of Wind Magic, Yuno, with him having his own black Octagram, you know, badass shit, and Aster, dark anti-magic, I'm sorry, and Libe, the anti-magic devil prince, the anti-magic devil prince, you know. So yeah, they've all become part of the Octagram. Fun. So yeah, that's kind of the four. So yeah, and everyone kind of got fearful of him, which is because now there are four princes the Prince of Darkness, Rimuru Tempest, the Prince of Wind, Yuno Tempest, the Prince of Anti-Magic, Aster Tempest, and the Anti-Magic, and the Prince of, and the Black Devil Prince, the Prince of, actually, what would Libe be? I guess the Prince of Rage, the Prince of the Prince of Devil Magic, the Devil Prince, Libe Tempest. So yeah, fun. They're around the age of 13 now. Wait a minute, how old were they when they came? 11, so 12 and on their way to 13. Since they come and celebrate a secondary. So yeah, besides that now. So yeah. Now during this time, all three boys have matured far past their age. I mean, they still have slight mixes of their personality from the anime in there. But yeah. My boy's been to a bar and got surrounded by some elf. Just if you know what I mean. I hope you know they were bright red after that. Also, like, kind of been known to be able to drink up a storm and not get drunk. And, well, it barely affecting them. Like, you have to give them a lot to drink for them to actually go down. They ain't no lightweights. All of them are heavy. Well, all three boys are heavyweights. All the way. Oh yeah, and from Libe being connected to them for so long, he actually got his own sight system where he's on his way to becoming a demon lord like his his world, the Black Clover world. So yeah, there's another paranormal demon about to be running around. So yeah, Primeval. Why me? So yeah, there's about to be another one running around. The paranormal demon of anti-magic Libe Tempest. There we go. So yeah, they all kind of got their own versions of what, the blackout drip that Rimuru got. So yeah. And they've also met the kids too. Since now they're kind of like a family for me. Since they're kind of like Rimuru's family now, they've kind of met the kids. So yeah. Also, Libe doesn't really have that twitch smile anymore. You kind of looking actually pretty fresh, But yeah, after that, since they're all still 12, they all have like bigger clothes and can morph them. But until then, now you skip to the day of the they've been pretty great friends with everyone in the town. Been a really big help at protecting it. And also, they visit Shizu too after learning from Rimuru who she was. And they actually think she was a nice lady from what Rimuru said. Yeah, my boys are far more mature. And from being around Rimuru for a year, they've all became slight pervs. They've all kind of gained slightly his personality and are now slight perverts. I mean, hey, what do you expect from 3? Wait a minute, Libe would be, I have to say, like 2 years older than them. So, 11 and 13-year-old, a celestial 13-year-old with a 13-year-old demon that's going through puberty at the mountain, and 2 adolescents. Yeah. And them hanging around with Rimuru for a year. It was only bound to happen. Even with all the others. It was only bound to happen since they actually live with him. In that house of his. And this is when they open. Now we skip to see them open the world gate. With them being smothered by everyone, including Rimuru himself. Don't worry, guys. You're like the family to us now. We promise we'll come back. Oh, yeah, also, if you 2 ever get dates, Rimuru says, bring them here. If you 3 ever gets a date, or married, bring them here. Rimuru. Bro. Big bro, no. Yeah, that's basically what they call Rimuru now, big bro. So, yeah, after that, after finally being squashed one more time by Suno and Suna, they leave. Them finally leaving their nice world that they've grown to call home, and even more of a home to them than this. Since actually before as they get there, they don't stop at the village first. Aster and Libe go to check on their mother, who they will never forget. Hey, Mom, we've gotten a lot stronger now. We've gotten very, very strong now. We promise we'll get that bastard who'll kill you. We'll send him 6 feet below. And I'll hit him with my glut. Actually, I think it would be pretty fitting if we hit him with gluttony. What do you think, Libe? That actually sounds like a good form of revenge. What about you? Sure, I'm willing to help. But yeah, after that, since they're all kind of just walking out in their black drip, you see them walking back. Also, Libe looks slightly more human here after me. As you know, being named, Libe actually evolved. So that's why he's going to become a paranormal demon. He evolved now he looks more like a human. Like, imagine the ogres and what happened to them when they turned to Kaijin. Libe looks more human now with some of his demonic features still remaining. So, the horns, but all around, besides that, he looks absolutely human. So, yeah, no hiding for him. Also, they've learned a bunch of magic while with Rimuru, including Shuna, and they're gods with swords, like all of them. So Libe doesn't look like a giant hulking demon. He looks more like a humanoid. Like, very humanoid. Like, imagine humanoid like Diablo, except he still has his demon horns on his head. And also, his hair is long like the two others. So yeah, they're kind of just walking to the orphanage with Aster having Libe's grimoire with him. And also, they're all extremely strong. Well, we're finally home. Yeah. Even though it's more... Well, now, since during this time, while passing by, Aster and Yuno saw a missing thing of what they looked like before, stabbed and died. So, yeah, basically, they look at it and it's like, they're still looking for us, probably, even if we've been assumed dead. Of course they are, especially the kids. Now I feel like kind of a dick for leaving them behind, Aster says. Yeah, I know what you mean, Yuno says. Leaving the kids behind with them thinking that we're probably dead or ran away. That must not be good for them. Well, looks like we can be the big brothers now instead of being Libe and Rimuru. Yep. As Aster knocks on the door. Hoping that was me knocking on my own door to create the sound effect. As Sister Lily opens the door. With her hearing the cracking. Well, when I opened my door, it was supposed to crack, but you know what I mean. You know about the sound effect. Sister Lily singing. Now, before this, we switched to Sister Lily's point of view before they disappeared for 2 years straight. But I'm pretty sure a missing person file, I don't know, probably from one cop show I watched, like, passing by. I think it can go on for, like, 3 to 4 years before they're actually committed dead. Until then, the police or whoever will try to find them. And if I'm wrong, just tell me that, and, well, we'll just have to make it that way. Basically, this is what happened. Sister Lily was starting to get worried about Aster and Yuno. So she ran into the village, with her telling the kids to stay. Where are you going, Sister Lily? Nasha, I think. And Nash says, oh, well, I'm going to go get Aster and Yuno. They've been, oh yeah, please keep them with them. Basically, Sister Lily then basically runs out. This is when she sees basically red blood spots in the snow. Before basically not being able to find the two, she runs back. Aster, I can't find. With her going to the orphanage with the old man priest, since I don't know his name. Tell me, please, in the comments. Basically, she says, I can't find them. I can't find Aster and Yuno. She kind of just... Since, yeah, even though Aster was kind of a simp, he was still like a little sibling to her. So, yeah, basically, the old man priest asks, while the kids start to cry, see we can group up the Sister Lily. Jamal kind of is getting to a group head, crying. After a while, they file 2 missing report cases. And basically, well, Sister Lily knows that they have one more. Now, Sister Lily kind of looks a little bit more tired since she's slightly cried her eyes out a little bit more over the appearance of Aster and Yuno. I mean, yeah. Also, Nash and, why me? I can't remember their damn names. Orphan. I'm gonna have to look this up because I don't remember. Alright. Nash. Alright, what are those? Okay. Nash in the fuck. I'm looking, I'm trying. Okay, so Nash and, who are the other two? Because guess what? I don't remember. Astra as a female character. Okay. Nash, with Haru actually. Alright, who's who? So, I think the black. Okay, so I'm going to name more Nash, Aru, Hello, and Rebecca. Rekka. There we go. Basically, with now Aru being a little bit too. Actually, Aru and Hello don't know who the Astra and Yuno are. Well, Nash and Rekka, they remember, and they still keep asking, is Sister Lily when our big brothers are coming back? So yeah, basically, Sister Lily still thinks they have 2 more years left before they're both announced dead. Hopefully they'll be found by then. Which is when she hears a knock on the door and opens it. As she looks open and she looks at 2 boys in particular. Besides the all white-haired boy with red eyes. She looks at 2 boys. The 2 boys with blue hair, with blue and gray, slightly spiked hair, and blue and black hair. She immediately sees little Asta and Yuno before immediately enveloping the 2 in the hug. Almost being able to tell instantly. Where have you 2? Which now basically we switch back to Yuno and Asta's PO perspective. As they see Sister Lily open the door, and she basically just looks at them in shock before grabbing them both in a hug. Them both be like this isn't the first time they've been pulled into a hug, like at all. Where, as they hear her crying, where have you 2 been? Do you have any idea how worried I was? Basically in a broken voice, but I can't do that. Alright, it's a little bit too hot in this bitch. But, yeah, besides that, she was crying on their shoulders. With Astra and Yuno not knowing how to react like this. But only being able to hug Sister Lily. We're sorry. You 2 have been gone for 2 years. Please tell me where you've been. That's gonna take a while of explanation. We might need to come in and sit down. And she looks in. Who are you? Oh, I'm Libe Tempest. I'm these 2 older brother. Wait, what? You 2 have an older brother? Oh, like we said, Sister Lily, it's gonna kind of be weird to explain, so it'll be better to explain to everyone so we don't have to do it again. As basically they walk inside with them seeing the old man priest, who's kind of been having to work a little bit harder since Astra and Yuno weren't really here like in canon for 2 years. So yeah, it's kind of been hard on them with them seeing Nash and Rekka and 2 other orphans they don't know. With them looking at them like both boys are just looking at 2 orphans. Who are those 2 new ones? Are those new orphans? Old man priest says. But no. Well, besides this one, she says, looking at the 14-year-old boy. who I have to say, Libe is 2 years older than Aster, but if he's older or young, like a year younger, well, then tell me in the comments. Yeah, until then, I'm just going to say he's 2 years older. Since I think he was... Actually, wait, no, he's 3 years older. I think he was 8 while Aster was 5. So, yeah. So he was 8 while Aster was 5. That would make him 15. The 15-year-old boy. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, never mind. I'm just going to wait until he's 14. I'm saying he's 14. But yeah, till then... Wait, no, this is... well, besides him, this is Aster and... Yuno. With Nash and Rekka saying, "Big brother, is that really you?" With them having tears in their eyes, and the two other ones, Aru and Hollow, are confused as both boys are immediately then rushed as Rekka jumps up to Aster and Nash, as they basically grab them and pick them up. "Hey, where have you two been?" Well, time to explain. The old man priest coming up and hugging the two boys. "I've missed you boys. We miss being here too." "Oh man," Aster says, which hurts his pride a little bit. "You two look so strong though. You might explain what happened?" "Oh, this is our brother. Also, we have a last name actually. Aster Tempest. I'm Aster Tempest. Yuno Tempest," Yuno says. With him saying, "I'm Libe Tempest." Libe. Also with them knowing that Yuno is a lot more outgoing and Aster hasn't been slipping over Lily, Sister Lily, for the past 5 seconds. "Oh, what did happen to you two? Aster, you haven't tried to ask me to marry you once." "Oh," Aster says, getting that deafened purple anime face. "Oh, yeah." Aster remembers all the times that he was kind of a little simp. And I'm remembering with words when he told him about that, a simp. Alright, as they didn't think Great Sage, they asked, we use thought communication to show them. That way so we won't have to explain. Things will be, not only take a couple of minutes, while this would probably fully explain it all, would probably take a couple of hours. I'm sure. Okay, hold up. Who are these two first? The black-haired girl saying, "I'm Arn." "Who's the adorable little ones first?" Aster says, pointing to the two new orphans. "I'm Arn," and she says, "and I'm Hollow." He says. The blonde-haired boy says, "Oh my God, they're adorable, you know." "You're right." As Aster picks up Aru. Hollow. Alright, everyone, time to sit down and explain. Libe, you don't mind helping us? "Sure." Alright, don't worry. This will be easier than said and done. As Libe places his hand on old man priest's shoulder, and on Nash's head. "Hey," Nash says. That's also asks what's up with the clothes. Then Yuno puts his hands on Rekka's and Hollow's head. While Aster puts his hand on Aru's and Lily's shoulder as they use thought communication to show what happened. Not fast, like lightning speed fast to where it's down, but fast enough where it gets everything done in a couple of minutes, but slow enough to where they can actually see everything that happened. From being stabbed, them dying, to meeting Homa and Serene, to going to a different world after retaining a body, meeting Rimuru, everything that happened in that year, Libe, seeing who Libe actually is, seeing the magic powers, and also seeing that wolves. So, after that, But Sister Lily, you two really did. Yeah, you know what? I would use their Japanese names from now on, but I'm not gonna lie. It's getting kind of confusing for me, and I can't remember that. So, I'm gonna use their English names now. So, Moon, Sun, and Eclipse. But just know that if this was Japanese and I actually didn't remember, it would stay their Japanese names. But, yeah. This is when out of their shadows step Sun, Moon, and Eclipse, which are the English translated name for Tayo, Suso, and Noshiko. Fuck. Nika. You know what? You see, this is why I'm doing it. Basically, the Eclipse word for Japanese. Eclipse in Japanese, puppies! And the girl said, oh yeah, also, we decided to bring some money from over there, and we converted it into our world currency, and also food. That way, so we don't have to worry about hunger problems in here, since all three of us eats a lot. Oh. Sister Lily hugs Astrid, I'm glad that you two did all that. I'm sorry for your slight loss, and I'm happy that you're okay. Aw, thanks, Sister Lily. They said, hugging her back. But yeah, after that, basically Moon, Sun, and Eclipse go out and play with the kids. So, old man, now we get to a different scene with just the old man priest and Aster. So, old man, yeah, Aster, do you need me and Yuno to go out and collect money for you guys again? And also Libe, since, we can actually pretty much do it single-handedly now without having to bring our weapons or anything. So, yeah. That would be appreciated, Aster. Alright, well, you can bet that me and my brothers are on it, Aster says. Thanks. Also, I've kept your rooms the same. I kept your beds the same. Thanks. Now, after this, how do I want to start how do I want... Basically, the story going from here. Basically, we see Aster and actually revealing to the village that they're back. With everyone being happy. Also, Aster and expected to get also Libe. Expected to get showered and even have a banquet afterwards. Which they were kind of hoping not to. Yeah, and they realized that it was going to take some getting used to not being praised as Lord Asta-sama, Yuno-sama, and Libe-sama. This is going to take some getting used to. Not seeing the goblin shit. Or, the elves. Or the hot elves. It's basically on their way walking. Basically, they're just having fun. I don't know what they could do in that village. It's gonna get a lot getting used to, Asta says. We probably can't drink here like we did in the other world. Since they did leave some stuff out, like how much they matured. There's probably no way in hell we're getting some actual good, decent liquor around here. Also, there are no elves, no hot elf girls or goblins. Aster says, and revealing that he is Reamer. No hot elves, no goblins to have my slime bodies. Basically swooshed in. This is gonna take some getting used to, Aster says. Wait, what do you mean drink? Yeah, we could drink in the other world. Then we have to go get a drink. We'll probably have to go there. Great. Wait, no. Don't worry, we won't stay for too long. We promise. But yeah, I'll probably have to go get a drink or something. We aren't technically legal age there, and also, we're not human anymore. Libe never was human to begin with, a demon. Also, you kids don't worry about elf. All you need to know about elves is that their chests are heaven. Asta says, with the perfect little anime smile, with his eyes closed. With a red blush as he remembered being smothered in the elves. Being able to sit in a spot elves, under some elves' chest. Yeah. Master says, Sister Lily, just wowed at how Astrid is. Are you two like him? Yep. They say with no shame, we're proud of being pervs. As they all three of them said, we're proud of being pervs. Also, it kind of sucks that we can't go into our slime. Can't go into our slime forms anywhere out, or else people will try to attack us. It won't get them anywhere, but it'll just be annoying. Astra says. Well, that sucks. Also, not being able to be carried by either Suno or Suna. They're just remembering having all types of adventures. But yeah. Oh yeah, just remember I'm the first person ever doing this. What if Astra was a slime? I'm a genius. I come up with that brick bang play shit, But yeah. No, basically, finally, basically after that, Astra kind of turns into a slime form before he goes to sleep. With him taking a nap. He kind of falls asleep, while in there, so Cecilia kind of just picks him up, with him being under her, features, Opie. Yeah. You know what that means if I'm going to say Opie from now on, since basically that's what it is. He's under her Opie. So yeah, she takes him and puts him into their bed. But he's just out like a light. Now we skip a year into the future. I know this is the last time, only year time skip before we switch, going to the main story. Now, basically during this time, Aster and Yuno have brought everyone to the time I got reincarnated as a slime world, but fun times. Also, which means they vacation, basically for vacations, they take them there. And one of the first things Aster did was go to a bar. After, standing down and explaining to them, Mans went to a bar and got smothered. No, but yeah. They would visit monthly. They would visit monthly and sometimes stay for 3 months, Yeah, during this time, we kind of see them out in the magic restricted area, basically using gluttony to absorb some of the animals while killing some of them for meat. So, yeah, they're kind of just bullying the animals here. They can't do jack shit against these three. Also, this is when they also... Now, before this, basically they're out here because Great Sage said there were elven weapons here, on Earth, and that they were somewhere. And this is the way they're going to find them. That is until they run into a man who has a cigarette in his mouth. A black bull thing. And also, now during this time they have kind of switched back to their black and blue, blue and black and black and white versions of the region's first outfit, since where they're just not gonna wear that optogram stuff right now. Because they want to be free from it. So, during this time with them also having their mask on, so people can't really tell. Like, since it suppresses magic power like it does here. And also since, their magic works the same way as everyone else's magic, but only to a certain extent, since it's so god. Like, some of the more normal stuff, to make them look like normal mages, that stuff. The more fucking bullshit stuff that basically lets them level mountains, yeah, that, which basically allows them to level mountains. So, that stuff is being hidden by the mask. And also, when they get angry, that purplish aura does pop out. One unfortunate pedophile, I'm sorry about this, tried to do that to Rekka, and he was immediately, after Aster found him, with Aster giving him an out, and he didn't take it, since Aster wasn't, the purplish war immediately happened, and, basically, he used slime to cover Rika's eyes so she wouldn't have to move. Actually, you know what, never mind, since he knows she would witness it anyway, it would be better to be done by showing her, as he kills the man almost instantly. He kind of did what Rimuru did to, what's one chick that had that crystal heart in her. Except, he actually stabs him in the heart and kills him. With Rekka thanking Aster and also asking him could he train her. With Nash asking Yuno. So, yeah. Rekka's kind of being trained by Aster and magic. Now, some of the things she knows how to do since she was given the last name Tempest too, along with Nash. Well, basically, all the orphans were given the last name Tempest. And it's kind of been known as the Tempest Church now. So, yeah. Even Sister Lily and the old man decided to take on the last name Tempest, since I'm pretty sure we don't know their names. So, Lily Tempest and old man, whatever the old man name is. So, yeah. Basically, it's the Tempest Church now. Basically meaning that they share skills with Aster and Yuno and Libe now. Now, one thing that Rekka likes to use is anti-magic, since it's compatible with her body. And also, black fire anti-magic, which is basically the black fire mixed with anti-magic. So it burns and cancels your magic at the exact same time. Fun! Nash is working more on the wind side of things. So, yeah. How far can I keep going? Because I'm thirsty as shit right now. But, yeah. Now that we're getting into it. Alright, now we're getting into it. We see that. And also, now that Rekka and Nash kind of have magic steel weapons now, Rekka's carrying a sword while Nash has a magic steel dagger. So, yeah. Now, they both trained under both Aster and Yuno, and have fought. So, yes, they actually are quite more powerful than an average regular magic knight. They could kill one of them very easily. They could probably take on a platoon of like 3 or 4 magic knights at the same time and come out with only a little bit of injuries. Since, they've been trained by the old man. They've been trained by Hammer. So, they have the skills to basically kill anyone in their way. It's just because they're so young, people underestimate. And also another reason why they could probably take them on is because they're young and people would underestimate them. And that would inevitably lead to their death if they were an enemy of, I gotta kill this enemy. So, if you're an enemy to these kids, watch your back, because if you underestimate them in the slightest, you're dead right there and then. So, yeah. Basically, now let's get back to it. They see a man in a black bull's coat, with Aster remembering the black bull's coat, as he remembers Oma wearing it. This is their captain. This is Oma's captain, Aster thinks. Hey, kids, That's some pretty impressive magic and swordplay, even. It's like you both have zero magic at all, since, the mask is making it look like they're all 100% human. Oh, sorry. Sorry, you really can't sense our magic power since we usually wear it to hide it in places like this. It makes us look like regular people, and it makes our enemy underestimate us. Smart kid. So you don't mind? I'm sure. With them taking the masks off. And their magic power is spiking almost instantly. With Yami actually being able to feel it. And it kind of made them step back a bit. But Yami's saying, wow, kids. You all have pretty great potential. You know that? Yeah, we're going to be magic knights when we finally get to age. He says. What the hell is that downstairs sounding like a... Please be a water bottle. Back, I'm thirsty. Hold up. Damn it. But yeah, I'm back to this. Sorry you kind of have to hear that I was thirsty as hell, but... Basically, as they start to drag the dead magic beast back to, the town, this is when they split up. This is when Asta brings up the fact of if Yami knew someone named Oma. Huh? You know her, kid? Yeah. She kind of found us while we got lost after a year of us being technically pronounced dead. And, well, we were Oma and another woman from, named Serene, from the Golden Dawns. And, well, we were with them when they died and buried them. Wait, really, kid? You don't mind taking me to Oma's burial, right? Yeah, of course not. You are her captain. You must have been friends. Right? Yeah, we were. Yami says. And Libe, you guys think you can take the magic stuff, the magic beast's meat back to the village? Yeah, we got you. Thanks. And that's basically Aster and Yami walk up to the demon skull. So, this is where she found you two. Yep. As Aster and, Yami come, and this is when they see the two graves. And with them actually being marked by name for Oma and Serene. Since the boys actually came back here a few months earlier and actually gave them more of a proper, grave, set their names and everything, written from whatever to whatever year it is for them now. Yami gets down and actually prays for them. After saying his final goodbyes, he said, "No thanks, kid. I thought she died. Now, finally in peace knowing that she died, at least being happy. Thanks. I can't wait to see you at the magic exams. You bet I'll be there." Good kid. As Yami walks off. And now, it's finally time for the time skip. As we finally get to the beginning of the anime. Alright, how old are them? 15. Yeah, they're 15. Why is I always do this myself? Hold up. Yeah. Yeah, 15 asses, 15. So, with Libe being 2 years older than 17. Libe's 17. Wait a minute, pause. I'm sorry. I gotta go back in time a little bit. A year before it started the anime. Now, during this time, we actually see them in the Magic Beast Forest again. This is where they see a bird, which, with them having their analyze skill, they ask Great Sage to analyze it, since they don't think it's a normal bird. And they're damn right it ain't. As Libe almost immediately grabs her. This is nice. I forgot. Narrow. There we go. Wait a minute. What's her real name? Series. There we go. Sorry. You're not a normal bird, are you? Libe says. Yep. Grace says use to analyze. As they analyze, you're a slight human. Oh, cool. So, we can turn it back, right? Yeah, we have a spell in here that can turn people back to their original forms. As Nero just looks at them like, huh? Well, we could give her the form. Well, it gives people the ability to change between forms. It's just a random unique skill that Yuno has. Alright, do it. Alright, Yuno says. As basically he blasts his Nero with the well, not really blast, just envelops her while she's in Libe's hand. Libe say, wait, no. Nah, she transforms and immediately collapses on Libe. Damn you, Yuno. As they land in the particular spot, if you get what I'm saying. Look, it ends with her on top of Libe. Just ends with her being on top of it, and slightly. Melee narrows read about. Cerise is nearly read about this because, well, you know. Actually, no. They named the bird Nero before they found it because, yeah, it kept picking at asters in Libe's head for the most part. I mean, mainly Libe's until they finally did analyze and found out it wasn't a normal bird. Thanks. Hello, Nero. Her saying, thanks, I guess. Like, you know, after a talk and, like, explain how they were able to do that, kind of just bring her with her to the Tempest orphanage. And she kind of just stays there. So, yeah, there's a slight thing going on her between her, Nero and Libe. Well, before then, alright, now we get to the start of the anime. Thank God. What I have to say. Alright, it's finally time we head out and get our grimoires. Yep. Let me say. So, what are you two gonna do? As then, Libe and Nero kind of change into their small little forms. You know, their chibi. Libe turned into his chibi form, and Nero turned into a bird again. So yeah, as they just kind of go on following after. Yeah. This is when they go with everyone to get grimoires, and well, you know, life is a light happy for Aster and Yuno. This is when this is where Aster get the 5 grimoire that Aster has opens up. Wow, for Libe, for Yuno, he gets the same one where everyone like, huh, weird grimoires. Those peasants are lucky. Like, yada, 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 you know, talking shit. People are talking shit. And this is until they decide to go home. And also, After making a copy with copy and paste thanks to his slime grimoire for Libe for when he wants to enter. He'll be a magic knight, but yeah, you know. Yeah. Now we go out to where we see Mr. Chainmage trying to capture Astrid, and you know, but this is about to go as well as you expected, with them immediately, basically breaking the chain with body armor, before immediately pulling with him the broken chain and slamming, when Astrid slamming his fist into his face, knocking him out almost instantly. So yeah. After that, they just kind of go home. Now we get into the 10 months of training. Astrid going out to find the anti-magic swords that Great Sage told him about. What they actually do, finding the divider and what was that? Demon Slayer. The other two swords, like, you know. So after that, imbuing with anti-magic, he just kind of goes on his way. And this is when they go back to the time I got reincarnated as a slime world. More some stuff in the manga has happened, like, but since I don't know what, I'm gonna have to, I don't know. Just know that some manga things have happened, but I don't know what manga things. So yeah. And they kind of just train with everyone until the 10 months are ready. Until about a month, where they finally stop training. And, like, the day before they leave, like, 2 days before they leave, the first one, they go get surrounded by elven Opie again, because they got that perverted nature. And on the day they leave, you know, banquet, goodbye, great Lord, asta, Libe, and Yuno. And after they go back a month now, it kind of just takes them, like, a month, so they get there, like, a day on before, and just kind of sleep out there. Like, you know? So, yeah. After that, we get to the opening ceremony, finally. It basically shows Astrid and, you know, for the open ceremony, like, shit like that. Now, thanks to that, them showing their grimoires along with Libe, who's getting in his human form, I mind you, in his normal form, they kind of just go on their way with them before putting on the mask to basically conceal their magic as it shrinks their magic down, and then they put a restraint on themselves before taking the mask off. Now, basically, they just look like normal mages here. Alright, now we get to the test. Where the test? Okay, the first one, the flying test. Like, the range test, like, one black fire and one wind blade take it out. Like, one water and wind blade take out the targets almost relatively easily. And this is when, like, everyone's like, whoa, those two rookies are really good. Now we get to the broom test where Master, you know, just kind of snap the broom in half, saying fuck it, and creating slime wings, along with Libe making his own wings. And they just all fly up like God. They all snap it in half with their, like, you know, basically they just push it between their heads and it breaks almost instantly. Before folding up and breaking it and then burning it with black fire. Since they were kind of annoyed that, but to be fair, they think they knew this would happen, but it's kind of annoying to have their skills downplayed like this. Since, they're all very close to becoming demon lord / a paranormal demon now. So a demon god, you know, a demon god and demon lords. They're all extremely close now. It just take a couple of, it'll just take an hour at most, like, it'll take a day at most. for it to finally finish and then it could all extend to the level of godhood. Well, oh yeah, also Libe didn't go get smothered by Elfin Opie. He got smothered by Nero's, so he got smothered by Nero's. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. Look, he's 17. Something happened that night. Very funnily happened for he put his anti-magic sword in her grimoire. They have bedtime sparring, if you get what I'm saying. There. That's the easiest way I can put it. Bedtime sparring. So yeah. Well, Libe and Nero had it. You know, Libe's a demon, and Nero's like what, a couple thousand years old. And also, the beef there, they're all already drinking, so, and basically are a lot more mature for their age, so it's bound to happen, like, you know. Now, after this happening, so yeah, now we get back to the breaking their brooms, whatever you like, what? Why did they, before, you know, slime appears on their backs, and creating the wings that Rimuru has. Oh, if you want to know what Asta looks like right now, you know how there's one pig, hold up, I got this. There we go. You know, this first one, his hair's kind of tied up like that. Huh. So yeah, Aster's hair is kind of tied up like that. Well, you know, kind of cut his hair a little bit, so where it's just, like, barely reaching below his neck, and Libe's hair is more, like, Aster's hair is the same length as Rimuru's, while Libe's hair is just slightly shorter and reaches, like, the slight backbone where, like, you know, the backbone where your shoulder bones are, like, reaches beyond that, like, just a little bit down there. So Aster's kind of the one here who looks more feminine, which is why everyone, even though thought he was muscular, he looked like a fucking woman. So yeah, people thought that, especially with the tied up hair. But yeah, after that, so yeah, people do kind of think they look like women, but you know, after that they all kind of just flew into the air and looking down on people like God. Basically everyone being like shocked, like, oh my God, they're flying with wings, but still, you know, before them landing. Also, after taking notice of some guys looking at them, like, oh, you know, basically thinking that they're girls, so they think that they want to try to, like, you know, get some action. Hey, y'all. Hey, you. Aster says with everyone like, wow, that's a very masculine. Hope you know we're all boys. Fucking bastards. Aster says with everyone in, like, shock. Like, everyone who heard it, like, oh my God, they're dudes. Now we get to the combat section where basically we get to, you know, Suke, one in the back box with Aster, saying, hey, pretty lady, after this, you mind taking? All right. Me and my brothers, we're all dudes, G. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, I'm a guy. Oh. Aster says, you know what, you pissed me off. Let's just get this over with. With Aster, I mean, you are poor, though, so no wonder you couldn't afford a decent... You know, he's just talking all his shit until Aster pulls his sword. And immediately... And almost immediately, Seke goes down. Like, he goes down with blood shooting out. You want to say that again about... Because trust and believe. I don't care where You talk about my family like that, and you won't see the light of day ever again. Got it? Yes, with Aster stepping on his head. Now, do you surrender, or what? With Aster passing on it to the point where it's kind of making crack-like webs into the ground. Well, Aster's not pushing down on his nose since he's not. Well, actually, Suke is on his face, like, half of... Like, he's laying on his cheek, and his cheek is the thing being pushed down into the rock. Yes, he says, I give up. Aster letting his foot off before kicking him into a wall. Piece of shit. Aster spitting on the floor before walking away. With a lot of magic captured seeing that Aster has present, but slight anger problems. And now we get to selection with... Now, Yuno still accepts the Golden Dawns. While Aster and Libe, with Aster wanting to accept... Basically, they both decided that they'll go out with the person they... Aster, since he was close to Oma, he's going to the Black Bulls. And since Libe is kind of connected to Aster, him and Nero are going as well. While Yuno decided to go to the Golden Dawns, like... Serene. So yeah, everyone's like, well, obviously, would choose the Golden Dawns. When it's Aster's turn, since he says the Black Bulls, with everyone being shocked, especially Nozzle, like, men saw Aster seeing the slight, almost in the very, very inside ability to turn his emotions off just like that, and make it look like he was actually ready to kill that guy. Along with the fact that he looks well built and most definitely strong with his magic. So he's thinking, like, also seeing that his power is slightly off the charts with him being able to fly without a grimoire. And even though he's trying to hide it, he can feel his magic. Like, since the captains are extremely good at magic sense, and they can sense the three boys' magic and just feel how much they're hiding. But not all of it, since they probably be crushed under the energy and impact. But, well, not be crushed, but some of them might end up having to take a step back. Since, well, the only reason Yami took a step back was because he was just surprised how much power a kid has. Not over the fact that it was slightly terrifying, right? It's just because he was surprised at how strong this kid was. That's why. Now after this, like, Nozzle was like, you know what? Maybe if I get him with one of my sisters, like, I can finally see what this power is, even though with Aster joining the Black Bulls, he'll still marry one of his sisters. So, there's really, even though he doesn't know it, there's no loss here for him. He's just, like, angry, like, bro, why would this kid choose the shittiest squad of them all? Like, And then Libe says the exact same thing with him, like, oh my god. Like him being surprised, like, after the whole magic ceremony that's done, over with, Pharaoh comes. So, you two are new Black Bulls recruits, right? Yeah. Aster still has his headband too. Yeah. So, yeah, Aster said, like, yeah. But after that, now this is when we get to the introduction of the Black Bulls. I'm gonna have to go dip off and eat dinner soon, so I need to get this done real quick. Basically, we get off to the introduction of the Black Bulls with, things still happening in Ken. What Yami basically breaking the wall down, but Aster looking at him like, you wanted to stop damage, but here you do this shit. Aster thinks as the wall goes down. But yeah, after that, But after that, Vanessa then comes up to Aster and Liebe, like, saying something sexual. Gets Aster a smile, a perfect smile, while Liebe says, I'm already taken. Wait, when? Aster says, after the night before we left, me and Nero kind of got together. Ah. What, after you had some bedtime sparring with her? Yes, Aster. Aster laughing. Also, then Magna comes up and says, all right, kids, if you... do you want to humor him, or with Aster giving Liebe a look like, should we humor him and show him how above we are compared to him, or just do it now? With Liebe showing him we should humor him look. All right, Aster thinks. Now they go out with, them doing his physical things, and then for the fight, where he kind of lets the fire surround them. They just let them lie until they see Aster and Liebe walking out the fire with their mask on, without their mask on. Sorry to tell you this, but fire or ice has no effect on us. Before they both simultaneously create a black fire tornado on the opposite, with Aster creating one on the right, with Liebe with the left. Black fire tornado with the purplish death energy spreading around them, which basically brings Magna to his knees. But Lux saying, I want to fight. No, I want to fight them. But yeah, after that whole interaction. So yeah. So after this, we skip to when we're back inside the Bulls with Aster knowing someone looking at him. As he looks up to see it, in his eyes, a pretty beautiful white-haired girl. When Aster looking at her and getting a slight tint blush on his face. Oh shit, Aster thinks. I have a crush. But also the girl being surprised, Aster looked at her. And also seeing just how good looking my man looks. There's slight attraction just from physicality alone. Before she goes and walks off with a scoff. Scoffing and walking off with a slight blush on her face. No, just looking at my man alone, she knows that boy looking fly. My boy Aster looking good. That's what she thinks. It's just as simple as that. Alright, now let's get into the next day. Since the whole Demon Lord, with them finally becoming Demon and Angel Lords, will take a while. So, if you're wondering about Grand Demon Lords and Grand Angelic F Lords, yeah, there's a way to become those in this AU. Since I don't know how they become it in the original, just say no, there's a way. So, yeah. Let's get on with this. As we're basically going over the interior, basically Magna showing Aster and Liebe around. Until they meet into Lil, who fucks up to throw a water ball at Aster and hits Magna. Well, with Aster laughing. You okay, Magna? Why? I didn't even do anything, Magna says. Now, after a while, Aster was on a walk. Sees Noelle practicing, with him hiding his presence very, very well. But he accidentally steps on Tig, and he tries to tell her to calm down before her magic goes out. And he has his eyes closed during the time until he feels, and if she went out of control. That's great. As Aster jumps back, opens a gate, and opens in front of everyone, as he's just looking. Okay, so what are we gonna do about this? That's Noelle. She lost control of her emotions and magic, Aster says. I would go over more details of this, but I want to go eat my dinner, so I'm just gonna get this shit done with. Alright, hold up, I got this. Aster says as he just sprouts his wings and flied up with everyone like, he can fly too? As Aster then says, alright. Opening his hand. Finally a good time to show it. Glitty! Aster says. As a purple energy just surrounds the water ball, slowly absorbing it, sucking it in, until Aster closes his hands. And this is when he then catches Noelle, who's out like a light right now, before he looks down at her and notice how much more pretty she looks like up close like this. Why always the water girls? Aster thinks. First Lily, and now this. He thinks. Basically, since water girls. My man has a thing for water girls. They can get wet. I'm sorry. But yeah, as Aster brings her down, basically, everything else happens like in the original. Except we get to the end of it, where Aster sees Noelle on the roof. So, hey, you okay? No. I get I'm a black bull now, but I guess... No, she just starts saying some problems. Sorry about that. Hey, you want to see something? Sure, she says. As Aster starts to melt, and she's, what's happening? Till Aster turns into a slime. I am actually not human. I'm a slime. What? How? As Aster says fuck it and uses thought communication on her. To get the point across. Whoa. That was... Wow, Noelle says. I guess I really did judge you wrong. I mean, you're basically the Prince of Mr. Prince of Anti-Magic. Hey, Aster says, while jumping into Noelle's lap. Where, I'll let Tuna and Emerald take over, just for this once. As soon he morphs back into normal and actually puts his coat around her. His blue and black coat. He puts it around her. He notices that she fell asleep, so he just kind of took her to her room and left. Alright, now that that's done, I'll do the other part like around 10 after I hop out the shower. So yeah, I'm about to go eat some noodles now. Bye.